What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the weekly dev stream. We are very excited to be back after a very, very eventful weekend of PAX West. Hey, Thomas. Thanks for swinging by. So we're excited to be back. There's a lot going on. We had an awesome time at PAX. We met so many great, amazing people. Everyone who played the game was excited. It was so great to see. Lots of great compliments, and doing these events really keeps us motivated because it's so nice to see how people react to the game and all the excitement and feature requests and all that stuff that goes on at these events. It makes it all worth it. It's a great time. But on top of that too, we met some really cool fellow exhibitors. Got to check out the show a bit, walk around, see how things were going. And it was very busy, especially Saturday. Saturday is a crazy day. But we'll talk a little bit about our PAX experience, talk a bit about our Kickstarter we've got going on, and then we're going to show off a couple new things that we got in time for PAX, but didn't get to really show off on stream yet. So show off a couple of those things, and should be a fun stream. I also heard that Thomas made a troll level, so we're going to check that out too. But here, to kind of kick things off, here's an image of our PAX booth. So you can see what we had going on. So that's Ariel and Thomas there. I'm taking the picture. But it was kind of busy the whole time. We always had people at the booth. They were checking out the game. It kind of made me wish we actually had more stations set up, but you're working with such a small space, that's kind of hard to do. So pull this back a bit. There we go. So we had you can't see my mouse, but right here on the left side we had a TV setup with 4 controllers, and we were doing 4-player co-op on Buried Delves, one of our example dungeons. So that went really good. We kind of made some adjustments to the dungeon so that text boxes would pop up to kind of help you a little bit as you got new tools and stuff. And it was a lot of fun watching people play co-op and laughing and having a good time. It was awesome. And then over here on the right side, we had a sit-down station where you could design your own dungeons, and people had a blast. We watched a lot of kids create chaotic dungeons. One was just full of warthogs, but they were having fun, so that's what matters. Lots of cool stuff came out of that. And of course we're watching and seeing how people use the tool and what changes we can and tweaks we can make. So just a great time overall. Right here we were next to, you can see on the right there, a game called Towers of Thana, which was really cool. Kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, like a MOBA / tower defense / RTS game. It was really cool. Definitely check it out. We were also next to, on the left here, you can see this cute little purple guy. We were next to Rose City Games, and they are based out of Portland, which is where Thomas and Ariel are from too. And they had their games on display. They had a bit of a bigger booth, and their games were adorable. I think this one's called Garden Story, and they had Floppy Nights. Yeah, Rose City Games is great. So definitely go check them out. And then directly across from us, we had Animal Well, which is an amazing game. Such a beautiful game. It's being published by Big Mode, which you might know from Video Game Donkey. So that was so cool to be across from, and the devs there are such cool people too. Talked to them quite a bit. We were kind of running around, commiserating a bit as we were all exhausted, and just having a good time. Really happy this year with who we ended up next to booth-wise, because we had definitely some good vibes going on with the fellow exhibitors and all that. So good stuff. And yeah, it was just a constant stream of people coming by, playing the game. We did some interviews on the carpet too, and really excited for what's following up with PAX. I've got a couple interviews scheduled to chat with people, try to get some hype out there for the Kickstarter, which, by the way, let me link the Kickstarter in chat. We're doing okay. We're off to a bit of a modest start. We've been trying to push it where we can. We've reached out to a lot of places, so we're kind of just waiting to hear back from content creators and other people to try and get some more hype going for the Kickstarter. We're just over 2,000 of our 15,000 goal, just kind of trending down from where we want to be. So we're pushing. We definitely need help from all of you to help us spread word of the Kickstarter. There's still plenty of time. We got 22 days left. So, and really we just need, those couple content creators to just post a video and make it go viral. So that's what we're hoping for. We're reaching out. We're doing all we can. So. Another adorable game at the convention was called shoot, I'm trying to find a link so I can share it. Hang on. Okay, here's the link. A Corgi's Cozy Hike. So this game is adorable. Here's a link to their Kickstarter. So we're both running Kickstarters. We're going to try and do some cross-promoting too, but this game's adorable. If you like corgis and adorable things, you will love this game. It's a 3D platformer where you're a corgi that can fly around. It's awesome. So go check it out. They had a cool booth too. Lots of lights and awesome stuff. So, thank you. Okay. Ah, my food's dripping. Okay. What else? I don't know. It was an awesome event. Hang on. I got ice cream all over my keyboard. Okay. All good. Don't know why this needed to be in here. Okay. Yeah. PAX was awesome. End of story. We are going to see how things go at the Kickstarter, and we also talked to a few publishers, fingers crossed there, but we'll see what happens if anything comes out of that. But trying to get to PAX East if we can would be great. We'll see if we can make that happen. Fingers crossed for that. And yeah. Great time. Looking forward to next year. We'll definitely be back. I'm from the area, so it's very easy to get out there for me. So keep all the materials here and can easily get the booth set up. So we're Paxers for life, pretty much. So it'll be fun. It was kind of cool. Our booth was actually in the exact same spot it was in last year. So we're kind of staking our ground at this point, which is cool. Yeah. So let's get on to... we already chatted a little bit about the Kickstarter. We're at 2087, so 63 backers. That is awesome. I mean, I know we're a little low on our goal right now, but having 63 people that have already pledged to the game, seriously, thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for your support. You are the reason we do this, so thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so excited to reach our goal and get these awesome Kickstarter rewards out to everyone. I am really excited to see for the custom banner premium tier. It's $65 in early bird, and you get to create your own banner. So I'm really excited to see what everyone's designs are going to be. We do already have one custom in-game portrait tier, which is the $500 tier. So we get to make a custom portrait of you. So that kind of stuff is going to be really fun to get out there. There's all kinds of cool add-ons too. You can get buttons and stickers and stuff. So. Yeah, excited to keep pushing the Kickstarter. We'll be reaching out to places, and you'll see plenty of spam posts from us getting out there trying to get the word out. So help us however you can. If you can share on your own socials, if you can tell your friends, tell your neighbors, we gotta let everyone know. Also, our demo is out, so if you haven't checked out the demo, get on the Steam page. It is up. But for now, we want to show off a couple new things. So obviously we added these buttons here to take you to our Kickstarter and our Discord. Find those bugs. Oh yeah, we're bug hunting for sure. All right, hang on a second. I gotta get this ice cream in the fridge. Be right back. Okay. Now I want ice cream. Yeah, right? It got in my keyboard. The worst. Alright, well, one new thing that we wanted to show off. We have a in-game tutorial now in the game. So wanted to show that off, how that looks. If you go to either My Dungeons, Browse Dungeons, or Build New, you can go to the menu here. You're going to see an option for dungeon training. This is a great place to start. And if we can just take a second to appreciate this background music, because Benny did an awesome job. Also, my face is terrifying right now. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Music can be a bit higher. Okay. How's that? So yeah, we were looking for kind of like a more elevatory sound for the tutorial mode. I love what Matt did with the background here, and Thomas made it scroll. It's so cool. Love this mode. So basically this is where you'll come to learn new stuff about the game. Obviously it's not very filled in yet. We've just got a couple modules up and then one for linking in advanced, which the advanced tab changes color and the background's different, which is cool. But here's where we can learn a little bit about the game, how to do things. We're going to keep expanding on this and adding more things. I'm actually working on it right now, so I'm trying to get more of these modules in. And these are in the demo, so you can check these out in the demo too. But when you click on one, you'll meet our new character. His name is Scout, and Scout is a well-seasoned dungeon explorer. Scout has kind of seen it all. So that's why Scout's here to teach you things. And Scout is going to be a character that you'll actually be able to place down in your dungeon and have them sell things. So you'll be able to, this is what gold is actually going to be used for in the game. Right now we have gold, you can collect it, doesn't have a use. You'll be able to buy stuff from Scout. So you could, when you're designing a dungeon, you could say a key costs 50 gold, and then the player can go buy a key for 50 gold in their dungeon. So that's what Scout's all about. We're working on getting some animations in here for when Scout's talking, and also the text scrolling and stuff. So more to come on the tutorial mode, but we've got it in here at least in its initial form. And as you click through, you'll learn a little bit more about the game. And Scout, he's got a little bit of sass to him. So you'll see his text is a little, he's a little full of himself, but rightfully so, because Scout really does know everything about dungeon design. So these intros are pretty much showing you static images and giving you a rundown of how to do things in the game. So here we're just learning about build mode, the very basics. This is build mode 101. It's the very first tutorial that you can take. Scout's going to tell you about how the different menus work. The left menu is all the items and objects you can put in your dungeon. The right menu is how you build out your dungeon, with decor and walls and tiles. It's going to teach you how to find different materials, how tooltips work, and then how the end level tile works, and then to playtest. So very simple. When you complete a tutorial, you'll see it'll say 16 out of 16. That's how many different text bubbles there were. And when I come back here, it's going to turn yellow to show me that I already did this one and give me a little star. So for designing rooms, if I go through this tutorial, and I'll just click through, you'll see now it's starred and turned yellow. So. And then the linking tutorial, same deal. This one's still in the works. I got the basics in here for how linking works. We're going to add a little more to it soon. But the idea is you have an in-game area where you can come learn things about the game. And it'll show you down here how many lessons you've completed too. So yeah, that's tutorial mode. Just wanted to give a quick overview of that so you can check it out in the demo if you're brand new and you need to learn some of the basics. There will be advanced lessons in there pretty soon too. So let's check out a new feature that we added to the game. So right before PAX, we showed off being able to nudge other rooms over. And it worked, but it wasn't perfect. There was a lot of lag because it had to redraw every tile every time you nudged it over. You couldn't do multiple rooms because then there was just too much lag. So we went back to the drawing board, ended up changing this feature. You can still hold shift. You can still shift rooms over by holding shift, but only one. Okay. Yeah, so if you hold shift, you can still move a room over. But you can only do one at a time. So if there's another room here, it's not going to move it over. But if you move that over, you can still shift. Okay. So shifting is still in the game. It's a thing. You can do one room at a time. But the exciting thing that we added too, you can now move rooms. So you'll notice this new move button for move room. We have our normal move and then we have move room. If you click on this, you'll notice your cursor changes into this yellow move room hand button. And that means now you can only move rooms. You can move them wherever you want. So if I wanted this starting dungeon room to be over here, I can do that. Maybe I wanted this actually to be up there. So much easier to modify your dungeons. You can now move the rooms around however you want. And you're good to go. So pretty cool. We can see how this looks in an existing dungeon. If we go to, let's say, Castle of the Chromatic King. The ultimate dungeon for testing things. Let's say we want to move some rooms around. And you'll see all the links stay and everything. Nothing gets broken there. You can easily move stuff around however you want. Maybe I want this yellow room, you know, somewhere down here. Oh, my room's in the way. So yeah, works really well. Got to speed up that loading time if you're going to be using it on stream. You know, it loaded pretty quick, actually. Yeah, this is a very big dungeon, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, not the most exciting thing to demo maybe, but a very exciting quality of life feature that we've been wanting for a long time. So this is really cool. We've made a lot of quality of life adjustments in the last month or so. So we have this, and then also the ability to swap out tiles underneath of objects. So you can now do this. So pretty cool. Do you want to show that thing I did earlier today or keep it under wraps until it's done? Yeah, let's save that for next week. We'll show it off. I think that'll be better. We got more stuff to show next week, so. Secret, yeah. All right. Okay, well, moving along, I want to check out this dungeon that Thomas made. It's called Switchnanigans. Light all 5 switches to escape. So this is a troll level. A troll dungeon that Thomas made. I'm going to use my controller here. I got the sword. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen here. It's totally working. You just gotta hit all the switches. Eh. Wait. How did... Why is this happening? What? No. Wait. This one... No. I was so close. Ah. Oh, you son of a bear. Nice. Okay. Okay, so a quick little puzzle. I love it, though. Nice. I love some of the like little one-room challenge type dungeons. Sometimes those are the most fun. Let's take a look at what he did here. Forgot you had the bow. Oh yeah. So yeah, a lot of shenanigans going on here with. Oh, you had that for testing purposes. Okay, so I kind of broke it a little bit then. Nice. Okay, so yeah, you've got a lot of linking shenanigans going on here, and a lot of invisible blocks that are... Oh, did I still hit everything? Okay. A lot of invisible blocks that aren't being activated until you hit other switches. This is crazy. Nice. See, how are the most liked dungeons doing so far? We got Castle of the Chromatic King in first. Second and third is a tie between Dungeon of Bronze and Buried Delves. We got a handful of others sitting at 2 likes. If you're on the demo, make sure to like your dungeons so that they can, the dungeons that are up here, so they can be represented how they're doing. They track your movement as you go in and out of each orb. Nice. Yeah, that was fun. Alright, I want to show off Buried Delves. Let's jump into this one. It's one of the ones that has the most likes right now. We made some enhancements to it, so let's play through it. It'll be fun. This was our demo on the show floor, too. It's also a really fun dungeon to speedrun. Oh, the left bumper isn't reading. Prompted me for E, even though I'm using a controller. It's just the Power A controllers, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to go to my controls, right? Yeah, it's just interact isn't set by default, so we'll get that in there. Okay. There we go. One of the really cool moments was we didn't have the map in last time we were at PAX. This was the first show where we actually had the map working, and watching people get lost and then look at the map and then figure it out was such a cool experience to see that like we did the map right. So awesome. Did you not have text pop up there? I did that change locally, so I need to push that still. It's on my Steam Deck. I gotta update the dungeon. Hey Sanjay, thanks for swinging by. We wanted to add a pop-up dialog when you get an item telling you how to use it, or at least press A to continue. Yeah, so when you pick up an item, we're going to make it so it pops up a little dialog that says what item you got and how to use it. We actually added that in the PAX demo after day 2 by just linking to a signpost, so it would pop up and say that. And yeah, it's nice, especially for the map, so that people know how to, look at the map. Or like if you get the binocular, so you know what it did. So yeah, right there, you can see I added a text for checkpoint activated. So a lot of people didn't know there was a checkpoint. One piece of feedback that I got from a few people, they think the poison is carpet. That was a common thing, so we probably do want to add some bubbles to the poison. I know we've talked about it before. Yeah, I watched a lot of people think the poison was carpet. Which is silly. Don't drink carpet, kids. Yeah. Hey, we got the boss key. Got the bow and arrow. So different seeing you play versus many of the people at PAX. Yeah, I know. It's so interesting to watch people play the game for the first time and like try to figure out how things work. In the back of the mind, like the whole time you're watching people play, you're like, okay, do this, please do this, please do this, and then they don't do it, and you're like, no, come on. Alright, we got the dash boots. Yeah, I changed up this part just to give the dash boots a little bit of space to shine. And then added a small challenge here. Oh, interesting. They stay down. Oh, that's interesting. If you leave the room while the timer switch is active. Wait. Oh, maybe, you know what? You're right. I did. I made them connected to the heart so that the player could always get back. Never mind. All good. That is a thing I did. So in this room I had it turn off the lights when you step on the floor switch, and then 4 of the lizards are, or I think actually all the lizards are hooked up to a lantern each, or a torch, I mean. Fix the overlapping sounds. It kind of sounds epic though. But yeah, probably. It's a bit much. Okay, another cool moment from PAX was watching people discover this boss for the first time. Like defeating all the enemies, and then just seeing this and then being like, oh my gosh. So cool. Is the boss music really quiet? Seems really quiet. I don't know why. We've had that report before. Okay. Yeah, let's see what's causing that. We want to modify the boss here a bit to take a few hits before retaliating so you can wail on him. Yeah, we'll test it out and see if that feels good or not. I think it's probably a good idea. Let the player get a couple hits in. Thank you for playing. So that was the demo. Most people took about 15 minutes to get through the level, we noticed. So good length demo, and we would get 4 people playing, and they would be having a blast and falling into pits. That's another thing I noticed. When you hit the next arrow, it looks like maybe the levels aren't flying in from the right side. Well, maybe. It's weird. I can't tell. Yeah, going to the left feels good. Going to the right feels like maybe they're coming from the wrong side. I don't know. You have the speed too high? Oh, okay. That could be it. All right. Well, I think we'll keep it a short stream today. Really just wanted to show off the new features, show off the ability to move rooms, the tutorial mode, which we're going to be adding more to. It's in the demo. You can check out both of those features right now if you go on the Steam page and check out the demo. And yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about the Kickstarter and how PAX went. Do you want to scroll through the Kickstarter? Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let me bring up the page. That's a good way to wrap things up here. So, first of all, for anybody wondering why we're on Kickstarter when the game is so close to complete, for this game to succeed, we really need a strong community behind it. So we need a Kickstarter to succeed so that we have money to invest in marketing so that the game can do well and actually launch. So really, this is to launch the game. It's to launch the community, to get the game going. But it's also to pay for things like console porting and... Yeah, I didn't bring it up yet. And other costs. So that's kind of the main reason we're going to Kickstarter. We're self-funding, so this is to cover the expenses of everything that goes along with self-funding. Okay. Is this gonna work? Can I? Oh, okay. No, this is just showing a website. Okay, hang on. One moment, please. We'll just do a display capture here. I'll go full screen. There we go. Okay. Whoa! Wrong one. Okay. So, here's our Kickstarter. Let me bring myself back on screen. Move this down a bit. And if you're watching on the YouTubes, there's a link to our Kickstarter down below in the description. So please check it out. Again, thank you so much to everyone that's contributed already. We need your help for this, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Got 63 backers already. 63 of you already believe in us. Thank you so, so much. We're 8 days in. We got 22 days to go. And we're going to be pushing. It's going to be close. Not going to lie. But if we get your support, if we get your help, if you're sharing out the Kickstarter, we can do it. I'm confident that we will get there. Yeah, let's talk about our Kickstarter. So on the very top, we have our trailer. You can check it out. All the info. And then scrolling through our campaign, you can see that we have a little summary. And then here's our stretch goals. I'm really excited for these. If we get to 18K, we're going to put cats in the game. You will be able to rescue cats in your dungeon. And when you rescue them, they will follow you around. They cannot be harmed. And the end level tile will not unlock until you find every cat in the dungeon. So it adds a new clear condition. You need to rescue all the cats to leave the dungeon. And later on down the road, I won't say when, but later on down the road, when we're working on an actual campaign mode of our own, the cats are going to be a part of that. So it will be very important. 25K, we'll do a PvP mode. We want to get this in the game no matter what at some point, but it will, you know, be a focus and be something that we'll work towards if we can hit this stretch goal. So, yeah, PvP mode. You'll be able to fight other players and kind of race to the end level tile. Some cool stuff. And then we'll need to go through all this, but this is just a description of the game. You can check out the demo here. This just takes you to the Steam page where you can download the demo. All of our features. I'm just going to scroll through all this real quick because we want to talk about the rewards and the add-ons. So, talk about how we have 4-player co-op. Teach you how to build a little bit. But remember, there's an in-game tutorial as well now. Talk about the linking system. Probably the coolest thing about the game is how in-depth the linking system is and the flexibility it gives you for making dungeons and cool puzzles. All the tools available to you. Frog glove, my favorite. And the dash boots. All the collectibles. The enemies. Here's our social links. And the reward tiers. I won't go through this because we're going to go through the rewards here in a second, but it's all broken down here. And then this details the rewards themselves. So let's stop here and go through the rewards on the right side here. So if you aren't into games, don't have a lot of money, and just want to help us out, you can support. You can make a pledge without getting a reward. You can throw up a buck or two. Cool. If you want the supporter tier, it's $5. It's a way to get your name in the credits. So if you back at that tier, you won't get the game, but you'll get your name in the credits as a thank you for supporting us. Again, maybe you don't have a ton of money or you're not interested in gaming, but you want to help out. You can do the supporter tier. The game. So for $15, you will get the game when it launches to Steam Early Access or when it launches on the Switch, which is next year. And you'll also get your name in the credits and a special Discord role. So we're in the process of making our Discord fancier. So once the Kickstarter wraps up, anyone who donated is going to get a special Discord role. They'll have their own channel that they can talk in and that we can thank you for your support in. So, among other things, we'll probably, like, down the road do things where maybe only people with a special Discord role, we can do like a special giveaway or do like a like a multiplayer session where we all get on stream together and can play some games or whatnot. We'll do some cool stuff with the Discord role for sure. We're still thinking about that. Early Bird Designer Deluxe tier. So the Designer Deluxe tier. Oh, I just saw you said rescue beans. Yeah, you gotta rescue beans in your dungeon. Let's unlock the cats. 18K, we can do it. Early Bird Designer Deluxe tier. This is our most popular tier so far. We've got 32 backers in this tier. This gets you everything we just talked about. So you get the game, your name in the credits, the special Discord role, but you're also going to get 3 dungeon decor packs. So what we're planning to do, we never want to make people pay for extra functional content in the game. We're going to sell some decor packs to help fund future development so that we can keep adding more things to the game and really have it be a living game. So this is essentially how we're going to do that. We're going to create some decor items that are mostly decorative. Any function that they have will be available to an item that's already in the game. So like the statues, you can, move around. You're going to have a statue that you can use. This will give you different designs of the statue. So it's all going to be cosmetic essentially. But the first pack we're gonna try and get it out by the end of the year. It's gonna have a handful of items that you might see in the demo already and some other playtests. And then the other 2 packs are going to be releasing in Q2 and Q4 of next year. And then as a Kickstarter exclusive, we're gonna get you the packs a week earlier than everyone else. So you can put this stuff in your dungeon, show it off, and be like, haha, I backed the Kickstarter, I've got cool stuff. So that'll be fun. And that's the early bird tier. So we've got 168 of those left. Act now so you can secure your Designer Deluxe early bird tier. $20. And then the normal Designer Deluxe tier is $25. It's the same thing. You save $5 because of the early bird. And then we have a tier where you can get 2 of the Designer Deluxe tiers. So this tier is really more relevant once the early birds sell out. It gets you 2 of these, so you save $5 versus the normal price. This is good if you want to split the cost with a friend. You can save some money that way. And it gets you everything that the Designer Deluxe tier gets you, but it gets you it twice. So 2 copies of the game, 2 copies of the decor packs, 2 people get their names in the credits, and 2 Discord roles. The early bird custom banner premium tier. So you get to create a custom banner. We're going to give you a template basically. This was actually Ariel's idea, Thomas's wife. We're going to give you a template that you can draw your own design on, whatever it is. If you have a cool piece of art that you want, put it on there and then submit it to us. We're going to put it in the game and only you will be able to use it. We have some thoughts on how that's going to work. Basically, only you will have access to it and be able to put it in your dungeon. And then other people will play your dungeon and see it, and it'll be this unique thing that only you have access to. So it'll be really cool to see what people come up with and the fun designs. We do have the right to maybe tell you, hey, you can't use that if you're using copyrighted designs, right? If you put a Triforce on here, we're probably going to tell you, hey, sorry, you can't use that. But, stuff that's unique and that you create, we'll let you put on there and we'll implement it in the game for you. We've already got 7 backers at this tier, which is awesome. And this one is also an early bird. There's only 43 left. So get in there while you still can. And then we have the non-early bird version of this. It's the same thing. Costs $10 more once those sell out. And then the next big jump is your dungeon as a sample dungeon. So we will put your dungeon in a special search filter so it gains some serious attention. So this is a way to get your dungeon front and center so that everyone can see it and give it votes if it's good. Leave comments and whatnot. So that is $225 to get your dungeon front and center. And then the last tier is the custom in-game portrait tier. We do have 1 backer here, which we're really grateful for. Been already talking with this backer. They're very excited. We're going to immortalize your likeness in the game. So we will create a portrait in-game that everyone has access to that has your likeness on it or a picture you want. It doesn't have to be you. That was kind of the idea, but if you want something else on there, go for it. Again, we have the right to tell you, hey, no, that's licensed content. You can't, put a picture of Tingle in your dungeon. Sorry. So this is going to be really cool. Our artist is going to custom draw whatever you give us, or we'll use whatever you want and put you in the game. And that's all the rewards. So lots of cool stuff, that you'll get if you back us on Kickstarter. So this gives you some extra goodies for helping us out. So again, appreciate your support so much. We need it. We really want this game to be a success. We need a really big marketing campaign to push and get the word out there about this game, because not enough people know about it. So please help us out. We want it to do well. And then we've got some add-ons. So we're going to make a sticker pack. These are just examples, but it'll likely be a lot of these characters that'll come on the sticker pack. You can add that on to your pledge. So once you pledge, you'll be asked what add-ons you want. You can add in the sticker pack. That's $10. You can just get an extra copy of the game to give to a friend. That's $15. We're going to do a Kickstarter exclusive pin set. So these will be die-cut pins that you can take with you wherever you go. So that's $25. You can add those on. And then we have a bundle if you want the stickers and the pins for $30. And I think shipping for all of these is $5, by the way. I'll have to double check that. I think it's $5. So those are the add-ons. And again, yeah, we're here because we're self-funding. We don't have a publisher. So even though the game's pretty far along, we really need the funds to cover marketing, console porting, all the costs that are coming up. We want to be able to showcase at future expos such as PAX East. Thomas says, I need those pins. Thomas, we'll make sure you get some pins. We'll order a set for everyone that works here. We'll get some pins. So yeah, that's the Kickstarter and all the tears and excitement. And again, I know I keep saying it, but seriously, thank you so much to everyone who has already donated. We are so excited to be where we're at so far. We know it's gonna just skyrocket soon. We've got some articles coming up that I think are gonna drive a lot of traffic to the Kickstarter, so I'm excited for that. And we've reached out to a lot of content creators. We're just waiting to see if they're willing to work with us and make videos and whatnot. So fingers crossed, but we need your help. Please share on socials, let people know. I'll throw the link again in the chat. And yeah, just appreciate everyone. I mean, the community has been so awesome so far. I mean, even just in the playtests we've done and the dungeons that have popped up so far, it's so cool to see. We've been working on this game for like 5 years, and other competitors have popped up in that time, and it was honestly really disheartening. But it's so great to see how many people have stuck with us and supported us through all that. And we're just excited to get this game out there and build some awesome dungeons with everyone, play together, do some co-op. I think we'll do when the game launches, we'll do a launch event and probably play some co-op together and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a pizza party. Woo! Yeah. Thomas, maybe you can come up here, or I'll come down to you. We'll do a big party. It'll be fun. Yeah, that's the Kickstarter. Please back it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And more importantly, please get out there, spread the word. We'll beef up our internet before any more remote plays. Yeah, for sure. I'll I'll stop being cheap and I'll subscribe to the more expensive internet. Yeah. What else? I don't know if there's much else to show off. Get Comcast as a sponsor. Yeah, that'd be great. We need what is it, Google Fiber or whatever. Oh, if you are playing the demo and you're asking yourself, hey, I'm playing Buried Delves. Where are the extra players? I want to play co-op. You can click up here, or you can hit the tilde on the keyboard, and you'll get your other players in. A couple things to note with the co-op. We have 2 modes. We have a dynamic camera mode, and that's where if everyone's in the same room, you share one camera. And it's really nice because it gives you that full screen view. But if someone goes into another room, it goes to split screen. And that can be kind of disorienting. So if you feel like this is too disorienting and you don't really like the split camera, go to settings. You could do forced split screen. That's going to keep you in split screen the whole time. And that way it's not as jarring when it goes between the 2 modes. I suggest this especially for 4-player, because with 4 players jumping in and out of rooms, it gets kind of crazy. If you're doing 2-player, the dynamic camera is not too tough to work with, because you kind of always have an idea of where the other player is. So it's easy to kind of expect when that transition's coming. So I recommend it for 2-player, but for 4-player, probably want to do forced split screen. So, yeah, I feel like I don't get to show off co-op enough, and it's such a cool feature of the game. But since I'm just, streaming alone here. But yeah, it was so fun to watch people play co-op at PAX and just, like, push each other into pits. Lots of excitement for it at PAX. Yeah, for sure. It was cool. I think my favorite thing with co-op, players don't have to share a starting location. If you want, you could say, you know what, I want player 4 to start over in this room, and everyone's got to go, oops, right there. But everyone has to go rescue player 4. Right, so player 4 is all the way out here, like, oh no, I can't go anywhere. Okay, technically player 4 could step on this switch over here, but let's pretend like they can't. Here, wait, no, I'll make this real. Okay, let's put player 4 here. Okay. So yeah, you can make, puzzles like this where you've got to go save the player, or you can have things trigger outside of rooms so that, like, you help each other get through the dungeon. That's one of my favorite designs, is when you do that. Like, I think I have an example co-op dungeon under Browse Dungeons here. I think I called it It Takes Two, actually, as an homage to that. So if you're looking for a 2-player co-op example, this is in the demo. Pro tip, don't make one player wait for the other player, give them something to do. Yeah, for sure. That would not be fun. I'm going to turn off the forced split screen here. And yeah, so you can see, like, these links are triggering so that each player has to help each other. Oh, I don't have a sword. Alright, Chewie. It wouldn't be a stream without a Chewie interruption, right? So here he is in all of his Maine Coon glory. He's like, what the heck is a dungeon designer? What is it? I don't know, I'm a cat. He does have a face. It is a face. So now player 2 can go through the warp here. Player 2 is going to push this down. So now player 1 can get through the door. Now player 2 can go in here. And what's player 2's sword? There we go. Pull my player 1 in. Oops. Oh no! Now player 2 has to fight. Player 1 has to fight. And, oh, destroying the skulls is what's lighting the torches. Okay, so I need to destroy this skull. Nice. So now we've got a spike puzzle here. Ah. Okay, player 1 got the key. Oh wait, are those both supposed to be locked doors? Is there another key? Did I break this? Oh, we had to get the other player on the other side. That's fine. I made this dungeon, by the way. No, Chewie, you did not make this dungeon. Alright, and now... need to both stand on these to get the bow and unlimited arrows. And 2... That was player 2 used it. Right item is a return. Okay. And yeah, the triangle blocks will reflect arrows, which is helpful for triggering switches. Now both players can get through here. Alright, Chewie. Chewie's like, I saw this already. Alright, and now we're in the boss room, where I'm just gonna let player 2 eat it. Chewie, I know. And this is where player 1 and 2 would be working together. That bat, like, ambushed me. Okay, I think we get bombs. And you'll notice this glow underneath, because the end level tile is here. So yeah, there's a basic co-op level, and obviously you can get even more in depth than that, make cool puzzles where the players have to work together. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. We got to show off some new stuff, got to show off the Kickstarter page. Got to show off moving rooms around, which is fun. Appreciate everyone hanging out. We'll be back next week, hopefully with a great update for our Kickstarter and some new stuff to show off. So again, appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much for your support. Please continue to spread the word of the Kickstarter and the game. We want it to be successful as possible. So thank you all. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and rest of your week. I'll play us out with the trailer. Already mentioned we've got the Kickstarter going. We have a Discord down below if you want to join. That's where we chat about the game, share news and all that. It's where we're trying to build up the community. Link to the Steam page is down below where you can wishlist the game and check out the free demo. If you want to play the game right now, you can play it. And the demo is pretty lenient. It's most of the game. We disabled the ability to upload dungeons and we disabled a few usable tools. But otherwise it's pretty in-depth. So go check it out. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.